there is one more important factor which a person is looking into you is leadership. Okay, now this is the right time to display your leadership. Nobody wants people who are just workers in that organization. People want that you become a leader in that organization. So the question is, how long will you be in this organization? Okay, now the answer to this question is, just 1 second. 1 second. Okay, how long will you work for this organization? Now the answer to this question is, sir, I am a professionally ambitious person. Please make note of these two words. I want you all to use these words. Sir, I am a professionally ambitious person. Whenever I join any organization, I plan myself. I will join your organization and I will have a good, strong 5-year plan. For the first year, I will concentrate on my domain responsibilities. The next year, I will try to understand from my seniors how to grow in this organization. From the second year onwards, I will try to go to the next level, a team leader's level, assistant manager's level, a manager's level, or a senior manager's level. In the second and the third year, once I have achieved these goals of becoming a manager or something, I will ensure to build up a team, a strong team, and definitely by the 5th year, I would consider myself as a senior manager or at least an assistant vice president in this organization. So yes, I am looking for a long plan in this organization. In between, if in case my efforts are not appreciated, I will definitely check with my management and try to look out for some other options. I will repeat this entire answer for all of you all. But before I repeat this, am I making sense? Please tell me. All of you all, please don't hesitate. I am not necessarily right. But please tell me, what am I making sense?
Yes.
All this is not being defensive. I want you all to be aggressive. I want you all to be attacking. You need to pass on the message to the HR. Boss, you are not dealing with any Tom, Dick and Harry. You are dealing with somebody serious. So you better be serious. You better be pulling up your socks. You better make sure that if you don't select me, I am not the loser, you are the loser. So these words are very, very important. So before I repeat, I want all of you all, if there is any doubt or any question.
Yeah, I have a doubt.
Okay. Yes, Manjusha.
Yeah, this answer is good for the, if the people who is going to the job opportunity, the freshers can say this answer. They have like 5 years plan, like first year achieving something or domain responsibility, something what you can say. But when we have considered the 5 years or 7 years experienced candidate, if he is going to the interview, then we can't say this answer, right? If he is already having experience of 5 years or 7 years, how can he build up this 5 years plan, like being grow up in the organization or assistant manager or manager like that? So this is not
Yes, carry on. You're absolutely right. Perfect. So that's what exactly I'm trying to say. Everyone has understood Manjusha's question. Was everyone able to listen to Manjusha's question?
Yes.
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 Okay, I will repeat what Manjusha's doubt is. Manjusha's doubt is that this answer is good for a fresher or a new joinee or with 1 or 2 year experience. What about the person with experience of 5 years and 6 years? Correct?
Yes.
Yes. But
Yes.
my dear friends, let me just give you a small information. This answer is only given by these AVPs and directors and senior managers. Freshers never give this answer. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Yes, the level of answer I'm saying. I'm not talking about 2 years and 3 years. The level of answer I'm saying. See, every time we get a question, see, I'm not disagreeing, Manjusha. I'm not disagreeing. There are two aspects of this, all right? One is the data and one is the theory. One is the numbers. You are questioning the numbers. I agree. I completely agree with you that the numbers are not there in place. I am talking about the answering technique. He's planning.
Forming answer, you mean?
Yes, forming or making a plan. I have taken so many interviews. I am in the panel of so many people, companies interviews. I have come across that only 1 or 2% of freshers will frame their answers like this way, with a plan for this question. Like the moment the question is, how long will you be in this organization? Definitely, sir, I will work for a long time in this organization. Yes, sir, I will work in this organization as long as the organization is good. I will work for a long time in this organization. These are all infinite answers. Please try to understand. Mark this word, infinite answers. Everyone understands the meaning of infinite?
Yes.
Answers which cannot be calibrated. Answers which cannot be measured. These answers will not give results. You need to give data. You need to give measurable answers. So, coming to your answer, Manjusha, if you are a senior manager, start from there. I am a professionally ambitious person. When I join this organization, sir, I will definitely have a 5-year plan. I will join this organization as a senior manager. I will focus on my current domain-related operation activities. I will ensure that my responsibilities are taken care of. From the next year onwards, I will interact with my senior people, try to understand how do I grow in this organization, and then from there, I will try to achieve positions for a director or an assistant director or an AVP, and when I have achieved that, I will try to get this organization to the next level. I would want to be in the decision making of this organization. I want to be a visionary of this organization. See, these are all words. The message is the same. The message is here that if you don't handle me properly, I am not joining your organization. If you don't understand me properly, I am not joining your organization. So instead of telling him that I'm going to be for a long time in this organization, I am clearly passing the message. I am a professionally managed person. You better handle me properly. I am not in a defensive mode over here. As a senior manager also, if I'm going for an interview, Manjusha, I should not be saying, yes, sir, I am going to work for a long time in this organization. You may sound very confident. You may sound very clear, but your answer is infinite. The person is not able to make a decision. Anybody better than you will replace you. But the moment you talk finite numbers, you are giving him plan. First year, I will focus on my responsibilities. Second year, I will start trying to understand how can I grow in this organization. Third year, once I have achieved that, I will try to make sure that from there onwards, I become the visionary of this organization. I become the front person in this organization. I should be in the decision making of this organization. So these are type of things which I'm trying to say. Make your answers finite. Manjusha, does this answer your doubt to some extent?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are not talking, I'm not trying to say that you're wrong. What I'm trying to say is that framing the answer and telling the HR that I am a calculated person, I am an experienced professional, I am an ambitious professional. Just don't answer or cut short your answer by saying, yes sir, I will work for a long time in this organization. You got to tell them that there is a plan, there is a reason, there is a message behind each of my answer. So once again I'm repeating that answer. Again I'm repeating as a fresher or with a 1-year experience or a 2-year experience, because that bracket is a bigger bracket, and people those who are already senior managers and other things, I'm sure they are able to handle this. Okay, but if you all have any specific questions as an AVP or a director level, I can answer those questions also, but I'm addressing the bigger bracket, people those who are searching for jobs, freshers and other people. Okay, I'm repeating this answer. The question is, how long will you work in this organization? And as a fresher, there is no ways you have to worry that you are talking big. Yes, you got to talk big because the competition is big. Requirement is 10, there are 500 people. How will you make an impact? How will you tell them that you are different? Yes, I am talking big, because unless I talk big, I will not do big. So let me talk big. What is big? Big is over here. Sir, I am an ambitious professional, and I have a plan when I join your organization. I have set up a plan for 5 years. For the first year when I join your organization, I will ensure that I give my best in my domain. I don't give any chance. I perform the best in my domain responsibility. Once I have performed the best over there, from the next year onwards, I will interact with my seniors. Maturity, I will interact with my seniors. I will try to understand how to grow in this organization, and accordingly I will prepare myself. In the second and the third year, once I have achieved the position of a of an assistant manager or a team leader, I will try to make sure that I give my best to that position and again go to the next level. Like this, by the end of 5 years, I am planning to be a manager or a senior manager in this organization. And of course, if my work is acknowledged, I am going to be in this organization as long as the organization is there. Everyone has heard this answer, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Am I making sense? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, we are here not to learn. I am not teaching you anything. I am sharing things with you. I am sharing things how people like to listen. I am sharing things with you how to neutralize the thing. Don't ever create a situation where there is an answer yes or no. Don't push yourself to a dead end. And somebody asked me, somebody told me, I'm sharing the screen once again. Somebody told me that how do I face if there is any political situation, politics happening in the organization? Did you understand that? Now, this will cover up your things. If you give any answer like this, sir, I will work in this organization for a long, long time, but I am sure there should not be any politics in the organization. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? If you give this answer, if you open up, you are right, you are correct. Logically, you are correct. Humanly, you are correct. But again, I told you, you are not giving the interview to a machine. You are giving an interview to a person who is a human being with all his emotions, with all his confusions, with all his distractions. He may be more confused than you are. He may be more tensed than you are. He may be more emotional than you are. So the moment you say politics, he will recollect a situation. Oh my God, that person, he made my life difficult when there was some politics. So this person will also make my life difficult. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
You cannot control his imagination, but you can definitely make sure that you don't make him imagine weird things. You don't make him imagine something which is not in your control. So what do? We try to keep the situation normal. We try to keep the situation neutral. So that's where we tell them, we will not use these words, we will not use these situations. That
Okay.
I will definitely work in this organization for a long time, but I hate politics, sir. I hate when people do bias. I hate when people have favoritism. I will not be able to work for a long time. So the HR will say, okay, fine, you don't work from today only. Of course, he will not say this on your face, but he has taken a decision. He has taken a decision. He will not kind of tell you on the face. So please, these are all not rocket science. These are all normal things. These happen in our day-to-day life. We have this intellectual, we have this ability, we have this power to understand. But the only thing what happens, those myths, this interviewer is going to reject me. This interviewer will be tough. And yesterday I used this body language also. Before even going for the interview, before even the interview has started, your friends are there, colleagues are there. It will be a tough interview you are today. It will be hello, if it is a tough interview, why did you come? Go home and sleep. Don't come for the interview. Don't go with a predefined outcome for the interview. Go for the interview. Yes, I will crack this interview. It's excellent. I told you, don't go for the interview to get selected. Go for an interview to put an impact. Getting a job is easy. Difficult part is to get the right job. If you do not get the job, don't think that you have lost. It is he has lost. Don't get worried if you did not get the job, because there is huge number of job openings. You get to get the right thing. So once again, please do not open up in front of him to expose your extreme situations. Do not open yourself in front of the interviewer to expose your extreme thought processes. You may be right. You know this is happening, but don't put decisions in his mouth. Don't put the decisions in his mouth, especially the negative decisions. The moment you say politics, the moment you say bias, he will automatically think this person is a trouble. I'm inviting a trouble in my organization. He will definitely think that. Okay? Now, any doubts in this? Any questions in this?
No.
No. Thanks a lot for clarifying the doubts actually related to the politics and bias situations.
Yes. See, these things are to be solved. These things are not to be exposed. These all things to be solved. You cannot expose it. You cannot tell them. These things have to be solved. All right? Good. Any person, any questions? Anybody over there? Any questions before I just try to touch another very important point? We are running short of time now. Jeevan, Ashok, Ashish Kumar has joined, I suppose. I'm not very sure Annapurna is able to hear us. Mahesh, any questions? Manjusha, any questions? Priya, any questions? Sudhakar, any questions? Any questions? Don't hesitate, please don't hesitate. Questions are always right. There is no stupid, wrong question. I will answer them.
From my side, actually,
I have a
questions.
question.
Okay. Manjusha, just one thing. Mahesh, go ahead.
Actually, I'll get back to you if I get. Just need some time for me. I'll get back for some more questions on this. And thanks for clarifying a lot of my questions.
You are always welcome. Just to give a hint, this is a 5-week program. Once again, I'm repeating, this is a 5-week program. For the first week, we were discussing about how to crack interviews. In the next week, there would be a different program, different workshop. You've already got the mail. But do not hesitate when you are on a different topic. In the next week, when we are on a different topic, you can always come back to this previous topic and clarify some questions. Don't worry, there is nothing called as the black and white and door is closed. Door is always open. Okay, so
Thanks a lot.
if there is any questions in future, if you have, you can always clarify in the next workshop also. Irrespective, the topic is different. No problem at all. Anybody else? Any question immediately on this? Because there is another very important topic which we need to discuss on this. And as far as the questions the HR will going to ask you, I will be sending you the mail of about 40 different questions, 40 or 45 different questions, and with some of the important transition statements, so how you can connect. There is no fixed rule to answer, but the rule is try to neutralize the situation, try to make the HR comfortable, you also be comfortable. Try to make the situation as friendly as possible. The penetration will be good, the absorption will be good, the registration will be nice. There are 500 people, 10 have to be selected. It's not necessary that you get selected, but you should get registered in his mind. Even though he may not be selecting you, but he will keep your resume with a mark over there. This person was different. Although he is not fitting my bill, he is asking for a 30% hike. My organization is able to give only 15% of the hike, so I cannot select him. It does not mean that you are not a right person. But whenever his organization is able to afford you, he will come back to me, come back to you. Please believe this. This happens. This is happening. People do get calls after 6 months, 7 months, after joining some other organization. They do get a call. Are you still looking out for some job, or are you looking out for some projects? Are you looking out for some change? I have seen this. I have done this. I also in my life, searching for job, I have come across this. So please do not give up the imagination. Anything can happen. But make sure you register yourself in his or her mind. And this is not only for the interviews I'm talking, with your personal life also. This is the fact of the life. This is the catch. Register yourself in people's mind. Don't talk to people for decisions. Don't communicate with people for decisions. Communicate with people to put an impact. The person while sleeping should think about you. The person while walking should think about you. The person while working should think about you. Am I making sense?
Yes.
What happened, Manjusha? Such a small yes.
Nothing
Okay,
happened.
fine. All right, fine. Let's go to the next point. Very quickly, we will wrap up with this point. There is one very important thing which happens in the group, in the interview, that is group discussion. Okay. Now, it may not happen every time, but most of the time when it happens, it is a very, very important point. Has anybody faced group discussion in any of their interview? Has anybody faced or participated in a group discussion? Okay, very quickly, I will wrap it up. Now I am very sure that all of you all are understanding where I am taking this conversation. I am understanding where exactly I'm sorry, I'm using the word understanding. I am confident that you are now understanding what type of conversation I am talking about whenever you're talking to anybody. Okay, now let us talk about the group discussion. In the group discussion also, the same stem is required, but the abbreviation will change, the meaning will change. Can anybody guess what will be the change now? Like in the interview, S for stability, T for transparency, E for energy, M for maturity. Let me make your work easy. E still remains the same. Energy.
T for
M,
time.
T for
Time.
Time, okay, yes, that's a very important point. Yes, we can consider T as a time also. Anybody else can tell me what could be T, what else T can be used for? Anybody over there? Okay, we are running short of time and I'm sorry?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, tell me, it's alright, tell me. Okay, I'm giving you the hit. Look at the screen.
Thought process.
Hey, wow, bingo, great, excellent. You got that. Thought process, excellent. Everyone is reading there? Everyone is reading there, whoever is present? Okay, alright. So, here, the T stands for thought process and S would stand for what?
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence. Self is correct.
Confidence.
No.
Correlation.
Self-control.
Self-control. Self-control. Very good. See, it is very important. The person, when he is putting you on a debate or a group discussion, he is again trying to check, are you having complete control on yourself? Because as all these questions which are there, what is the toughest decision you have made? I want you to see the screen. Here I'm marking them. Most difficult situation faced to meet the deadlines. What is the toughest decision you have made? Alright, what is the toughest scenario faced in your project? He may not ask you this question, but he will be able to find out all these answers in a group discussion with this point of self-control. Because in a group discussion, you get excited. Because in a group discussion, you get a chance to answer within the time limits. And there is the point, are you able to understand the situation and control yourself? Are you able to understand the situation, control yourself, and take control of the situation? Don't go out of control rather than control the situation. So the first thing he is checking over there is self-control. I am sorry we are running short of time. I will not be able to give you a live example of it, but then maybe in the next class we will just pick up 2 or 3 minutes and I'll give you a live example for it. Thought process. Okay. Most of the time people go away from the topic. I will give you a very hilarious example. Very hilarious example. I always use this example. There was a Coca-Cola advertisement when Hrithik Roshan and Aishwarya Rai was used in that Coca-Cola advertisement. It was about 5 or 6 or 10 years back. So there was a question placed in the group discussion. The group discussion was about advertisement. And then this person started, and then he mentioned there is a very good advertisement of Coca-Cola, and in that advertisement was designed very nicely, was directed very nicely, the message was very clear. Hrithik Roshan was used for that advertisement, Aishwarya Rai was used for their advertisement, and Hrithik Roshan, he's such a great actor, you know, he dances so very well, and his movies are so nice, wow. And along with him, Aishwarya, she's so beautiful, she also dances so very well. What is the topic?
Advertisement.
Where are we going? We are seeing Aishwarya Rai dancing, we are seeing Hrithik Roshan dancing, we are seeing Hrithik Roshan acting. We get carried away. The thought process, please ensure. That's where exactly he's trying to question. There is a question over here. Can you work on a new technology? He may not answer this question. He may not ask this question to you. Right. He may not ask this question to you. Can you work on a new technology? But in the group discussion, if he can understand that your thought process is okay, he will get this answer. He will not ask this question. He will automatically understand this person can work on any technology, new or old. He is having a good thought process. A person who has asked this question, are you agreeing to me what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
We will definitely answer that question in specific also. But if the question is not asked by the interviewer, can you work on the new technology, he will automatically get your answer when he is taking your group discussion and when he is checking your thought process. It's very, very important to be on the track when a topic is given. Do not get deviated, do not get distracted, do not get carried away. The message will go wrong. This person will also doubt your stability. This person, the first S of the interview is stability. The person will doubt your stability. He will say, my goodness, this person does not have a clear thought process. He will leave my organization. Okay, so please be very careful. It's very important that you have a clear thought process. Energy we have already discussed. Maturity is also the same over here in your group discussion. So the STEM is still there for group discussion. Also in your interview also, the person is trying to check your stability, how transparent you are, and he's also trying to check your energy over here and your maturity. Any questions, any doubts over here? And just to quickly touch base on that, leadership skills or leadership qualities, in my question he has asked me how long can you work in this organization. I ended up my answer telling him I am not joining this organization just to pass my time. I am going to become a leader in this organization because by the end of the 5 years I'm telling him either I'll become a senior manager or a manager. If I am a 5-year or 6 years experience in case of Manjusha, I'm telling him that by the end of the 5 years, I will be in the decision-making panel of this organization. I will be the visionary of this organization. So what am I talking about? I am telling him that I'm stable. I'm telling him that I'm transparent. I'm energetic. I am a matured person. Plus, I am a leader. I'm going to lead. I'm not just come to work over here. I'm going to become a leader. All right. So, does these points make some clarity in your thought process about interview?
Yes.
Others, please respond.
Yes.
Okay. Now, see, all these things are good to hear. Okay. All these things are good to hear, and I understand. I have seen this. In my life also, I have seen this. These things are very good to listen. When a person like Francis is speaking or anybody is speaking, it's very nice to hear, wow, that's very nice. It's difficult to implement. But the catch over here is that start using it, it will become easy to implement. Start somewhere. Start talking. Start being aggressive. Start picking up these points. Start using these transition statements. Don't wait for one fine day that I will use this. Don't wait for that one muhurat will come. No. The mauka will come, you have to take up and attack. Don't be defensive. Start using it. Life is very long. Job is not only thing which you are looking out for. Growth, professional stability, some name, something in your life big you are looking out for. Job is one small thing. But if you start using all these techniques from today, you will make errors, you will make errors, you will make errors, you will make errors, you will make, but you will also get answers to correct yourself. But if you don't make errors, you will not correct it also. So I would request you all of you all, please don't go for the interview to get job, go for the interview to put an impact. Please start making errors. I am not the person who would say don't make errors. If you don't make errors, you are machines. Nobody wants machines. People want people. So please start making errors. The sooner you make errors, the sooner you will get answers, sooner you will improve, sooner you will become stable, mature, you will have energy, your thought process will be in place, and you will become a leader. Any questions, any doubts before we wrap up today's session?
No questions from me.
No.
Ashok, Mahesh?
Yeah, no question for me also.
Okay, and as I mentioned, this is a 5-week program which we are having. Any questions related to this field, you are always welcome to ask questions.
Sure.
And I am putting up a small assignment to all of you all now.
Okay.
The assignment is in the next class, in the next workshop, next topic when we start, before we start the topic, I will ask you this question as an HR. The question is, do you have any questions? The HR is asking you a question. Do you have any questions? Nobody has given me this list. Most of the current HR, the modern world HR, will ask these questions. Do you have anything to ask? Do you have any questions? So this is the question. I want a very nice, calculated, professionally planned answer with all good transition statement in this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So plan, search, plan yourself, and next class when we start, I will ask you this question. Interview is done. Do you have any question? Whether you are selected or not selected, whether the interview was nice or not nice, forget about that. It's done. But the question is, do you have any questions? Is the question the HR is asking you. And next week before we start the session, I'm going to ask you this question. So better be careful. You got to answer this question.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay?
Thanks.
All right? All right. Very good. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy yourself. And you will be receiving a mail with all those 35, 45 questions with some transition statements in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So finally, last time, any other question before I just switch off my webcam?
No, sir.
Okay. All the best to all of you all. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your
Have a nice-
weekend.
Have a nice
See you
day to you
again.
also.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Thank
much
you
for
so
your
much.
class. I really enjoyed it.
It's a pleasure
This
talking
is
to
a
you.
really, for me, this is a good, very much nice session. I got a lot of good answers from you.
Excellent. Okay. Now I would request if all of you all can spend some 5 minutes and give a written acknowledgement of certain things which you liked and certain things which you
Sure,
want
sure.
us to include so that we can improvise on it.
Yeah,
Sure,
thanks.
Vivek.
Sure.
Because
Sure,
I am
sir.
also like you all, I also forget. So if you write down certain things, something good about yourself, I am also a person with emotions. I will be very happy that you all are appreciating it. And then some of the things which you want, I will I will do an R&D and I will get information for you all.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Have a nice day. Good day. Enjoy yourself. Make a lot of fun. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye.